As the West deals with those fires and that intense heat there, we are bracing for icy conditions starting Friday night around here. And right now we're just having to deal with the cold. And let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane. And Tara, we're already in the low 40s right now in the late afternoon. How much colder are things going to get leading up to Friday?
We're talking about with a little more of a wind picking up here. Wind chills as cold as 10 to 15 below zero up there in the mountains, and even areas east of Charlotte as cold as 5 to 10 degrees when any sort of breeze picks up. And that's why the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued that cold weather advisory through about noon tomorrow. So basically saying this is dangerous cold that we're talking about here, and not only forgetting about protecting yourselves, but please do not forget about your pets as well and keep them in a warm spot. We've been dealing with this chill, all week long. It's abnormally cold conditions, and current wind chills right now are in the single digits up in the mountains, and they have been most of the day, and even colder this morning. They're not so bad outside of the higher elevations because the wind isn't so bad yet, but with a little more breeze picking up through the night and early tomorrow. There we are by 5 a.m. tomorrow, feeling like it's in the teens to only around 20, lower teens up into the foothills as you're headed out, and as cold as 10. And as I said, close to 15 below zero with some of those feels like temperatures through the morning tomorrow. Things improve only a little bit, but not much tomorrow afternoon. It just stays even colder all day. But by Friday, those temperatures come up just a little bit as the moisture increases, and that's in advance of our winter storm that the well-advertised winter storm that we're talking about coming in for Friday into Saturday. Actual air temperatures upper teens right now in the mountains. We've got those high 30s to lower 40s across most of the rest of the area. Back to another day of sunshine tomorrow. Still looks nice outside. Temperatures start in the cold upper 20s, or rather upper teens to low 20s, but only recover into the high 30s to lower 40s tomorrow afternoon. So high pressure, a bit of main control. And actually too, with that disturbance, we've seen a little bit of light snow and still some flurries flying around some of the higher elevations. Not a part of the system coming in for later in the week, but this is all of this moisture that we see that continues to stream in from Mexico and over parts of Texas. That will bring us that wintry precipitation to wrap up the week. So in anticipation of all of this, we have that winter storm watch in effect for Friday into Saturday for most of the area. Timing still looks to be later Friday afternoon into early Saturday morning that we'll start to see this wintry mix moving in. So plan for rough travel later Friday, the morning on Friday, not so much, but by Friday late afternoon and evening, overnight, early Saturday, it's definitely going to get dicey. It looks to start as snow, a little bit of lightly accumulating snow Friday afternoon before, for most of us, it changes over to that icy mix Friday night and early Saturday. So again, tomorrow we are still nice and dry, but we check out when that precipitation does start to move in after Friday morning, starting with the blue. So that indicates the snow and covering a little more of the area by 5 to 6 o'clock, but then pretty quickly after that, it changes over to the pink, indicating that freezing rain, a little bit of a sleet mix, and then mostly just a cold rain more south and east of Charlotte going into early Saturday morning. Even by sunrise, most of it's over and done with. However, that snow will linger just a little bit longer into the morning part of the afternoon for you all in the mountains. Those western facing slopes, when it comes to the snowy accumulation, seeing definitely a lot more, upwards of 3 to 6 inches, as is normally the case, but could see up to 2 to 3 inches of snow. Places like Hickory out toward Taylorsville, Morganton, Lenoir, not quite as much, about 1 to 2 inches possible from the Queen City north and west and out toward the Lake Norman area, and only about a trace, a little bit of a dusting to up to an inch in most other places south and east of Charlotte. But it is that icy glaze that we do not want, because that is going to lead to some scattered power outages, as much as 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice accumulation possible near that I-40 corridor down toward I-85, not quite as much to the south and east due to that mostly cold rain. So again, plan for some impacts there. A pinpoint weather alert couple of days, Friday into Saturday. Sunday is definitely the drier half of the weekend. Next week, staying cold.